I couldn't wait to get into this next subject. I absolutely positively couldn't wait, ladies and gentlemen. It was necessary, and I couldn't wait to get into it. I've been waiting all day to touch on this because last night, Democratic nominee Vice President Kamala Harris sat down for her first interview since entering the race 5 weeks ago, alongside VP nominee Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Both were interviewed by CNN's Dana Bash. When asked what she would do on day one as president, Harris said she would look for ways to, quote, strengthen the middle class, end quote, and try to bring down housing prices nationwide. Harris also plans to extend a $6,000 child tax credit to families in the first year of a child's life. Former President Trump's campaign is mocking Vice President Harris for bringing Walz to her first interview since launching her bid for the White House. However, Trump's first interview, just to get this out of the way, you remember his first interview after the Republican National Convention was a joint interview alongside his running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, with Fox News' Jesse Waters. And if you look back over the last decade, presidential candidates have sat for interviews with their running mates, including John McCain with Sarah Palin in 2008. Barack Obama did the same with Joe Biden that same year as well. Hillary Rodham Clinton and Tim Kaine did a joint interview in 2016. And finally, Donald Trump and Mike Pence also sat down together in 2016. That was a quote that a lot of people were making. And I understand that quote. It certainly came from members of my team because I want to put you up. Listen, I've got some family members. I've got people that I'm close to. I've got a staff that I trust tremendously so. And they express themselves all the time. See, I want the expressions. I don't want.
Welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord it's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. It's me again, WGNI Channel 1 Life, many seasons. You already know who we got here. Stephen A. Smith. As I like to call him, a very, very sound sports analyst, but lately has been dabbling into politics. And I like to listen to hear his views. He comes across as an independent, but obviously with totally liberal mindset. At least that's my opinion. If I'm wrong, please correct me. So over here, he has his own views and his bold message to Kamala Harris that she needs to step it up if she wants to win. And that seems to be what the Democrats are really after, winning. No particular sound policies yet, but they just want to win. But let's just listen to what he's saying here. Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let us have the discussion together. Okay? Are we ready? I'm going to just warn you. If you don't know Stephen A. Smith, you about to know him. He's extra. Let's just put it that way.
A bunch of yes people around me, okay? I mean, you may not know him. This dude, Rashawn. Let me tell you something right now. I got a dude named Rashawn that works for me. That man don't listen to anything I say until he has to. I mean, he wakes me up at 7 a.m. to get on my last damn nerves, okay, about his opinions, okay? He ain't no yes man. I mean, I got Sherry. You would think. I mean, listen. I'm a marvelous boss. I'm told. I'm a boss, right? You wouldn't know. I mean, Sherry, like, I don't agree with that at all. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking. And somebody else who's going to remain nameless took the time out of her busy schedule. She's married, got dogs in the house and all of this other stuff, happily married person, very, very busy, preoccupied with her life and a multitude of jobs and responsibilities and all of this other stuff. But oh no, this person took the time to sit down and write a damn dissertation to me about how wrong she thought my opinion was after watching me on Cuomo Nation with Chris Cuomo on Thursday night. She took the time to write a note to me. Let's put that note up because I want the public to see it. I ain't going to let you know who it is because I love her to death. You understand that she's entitled to her opinions. But damn it, I want y'all to see the kind of stuff that I got to deal with right here, okay? Now, damn it, that's not enough on the screen. Some of it is cut out. So I need to be able to read this post that she sent to me. Respectfully, I respectfully disagree. There have been at least 4 presidents to date who have sat for an interview with their presumptive vice presidential nominee, and that includes Trump, Pence. The vice president's selection matters right now is taking up space in Trump's head, causing him to show out and all of this other stuff. This is what she said. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want, and I say this albeit rhetorically, to members of my staff, to Democrats and liberals I know everywhere, to black women who are supporting Kamala Harris, to graphic folks working for me like Shagoon sitting there looking like Patrick Beverly, talking to me and swearing up and down on my Lord. Kamala. I ask one simple question.
You know they're going to come at him for all these things he's saying, but I know he doesn't care. They're coming after Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, they're coming after you after this, man. I guarantee you. Well, let's just listen to what he's saying.
Do y'all want to hug and sing kumbaya to one another, or do you want to win the damn election? Because you want to look at me, Rashawn, when I'm talking to you. If you want to win the election, listen to me, America. Listen to me. All of that rhetoric y'all talking don't mean a damn thing, including the text that I just read to you on the air. Sit up, Sherry, when I'm talking to you, please. I got stuff on my mind. Honor free, I can't read that. You're right like a kindergarten person. Come on, man. I can't see that.
Why is Stephen A. Smith so I know he's very passionate about everything he talks about. But I feel like he's so on this particular topic, man. Like it's comical and serious at the same time. I'm trying to figure out where exactly to really put this. But hey, that's who Stephen A. Smith is. So let's just still get to the meat of the matter, because I feel like he's just still kind of rambling around. Hasn't really hit the nail on the head. But let's just keep on going.
Deal. Listen to me, y'all. Listen good. We're trying to win an election. And I don't say we like I'm some liberal, because I'm a registered independent.
There you go.
I say we, people who don't want Trump to win. You bring up all of those presidents and all of their sit downs with vice presidents. Did any of them avoid a primary? Was any of them vice president when the president, the incumbent, literally had the path paved for him and everybody was moved out of the way so he couldn't be exposed for being cognitively declining? Did that happen with Barack Obama and Joe Biden? Did that happen with Trump and Pence? Did that happen with Hillary and Tim Kaine? Did that happen with Clinton and Gore? Did that happen with H.W.?
I think he meant George W. in that regard. George W. Bush.
I mean, think about it for a second here. And Mr. Dan Quayle himself, I had brain lock for a second. Pay attention. None of these people avoided a primary. None of these people were people that you didn't see debating candidates for their own party, where the people selected them. That did not happen with Kamala Harris. That did not happen before June 27th when Joe Biden showed up in a debate. And as Anthony Scaramucci, showing up on News Nation, being interviewed by Chris Cuomo, pointed out, and I quote, during the debate, President Joe Biden looked like a dude standing in a nursing home waiting for a nurse to feed him applesauce.
Wow. Really? You gonna do Biden like that, Stephen A. Smith? I know you the middleman. I know you the messenger here, but you gonna do Biden like that? Come on now. You gotta have respect for your elders. Come on. Stop it.
That is a quote. That is a quote. And if Joe Biden looked that way in June 27th, what was he a month earlier? Or a month before that? Or a month before that? When those debates could have taken place. It was nowhere. We didn't see it because the Democrats greased the skids. So he didn't have to face competition. These are facts. These are facts. So if that is the backdrop, and you have somebody like Trump, who's very, very short on substance when he's articulating his message and defers to insults and one-liners and doing all of these kind of things, I believe you're playing right into his hands. You can't see that? You, Kamala Harris, you're the vice president of the United States. You are a former senator, a former state attorney general in the second largest state in the region, in the republic. You're a former prosecutor. This man has been indicted. He's been convicted on 34 felony counts. He's been impeached twice. He's lost civil cases. And oh, by the way, he gets grilled at the National Association for Black Journalists, and his immediate response is, "It's a very horrible question, the worst question that could have ever been asked. You didn't even say hello. How?"
You guys remember that? But I could see where Trump was coming from. I actually did a video. Maybe I'll put that back up there again. I put the link and you can see it as well. I think it was a legitimate observation from Trump. I mean, you just don't approach people and start making requests without really acknowledging them. So that's what Stephen A. Smith is referring to here. But let's just go on. This is really about Kamala. Let's not make this about Trump. And that's the one thing that I still waiting for the Democrats to be able to do. When you're asked the question, what are you going to do? Don't always take it back to Trump. Okay? You got to be able to speak for yourself. Stand for yourself. Don't make it about the other person. What are you going to do? Oh, well, he didn't do this. No. Let people know, but they can never do that. They always seem to go back to, oh, it's Trump. People are sick and tired of that. Where are your policies? That's what people want to know. Don't speak. How can you answer a question without referring to the other person? Can you do that is the question.
How are you? This is what he does. He goes up against Marco Rubio. He called him Little Marco. He said Jeb Bush, low energy. Carla Fiorini, she's a 4. Teasing Chris Christie about his weight. Called Ron DeSantis, Ron DeSanctimonious. The man comes up with one-liners that are catchy, and as a result, people gravitate to that. They pay very little attention to whatever substance he may have or is lacking, and he wins anyway. And he doesn't even do it by winning the popular vote. He lost the popular vote in 2016. You, Kamala Harris, what the hell are you doing? I'm not saying what are you doing as in right now. The strategy thus far is fine. I'm talking about moving forward. And
there is no strategy. The strategy is just to, word salad, basically. Tell people what they want to hear. She's in the office right now. So I'm not sure. You cannot give what you don't have. Okay? If you don't have energy and people expect an energy, they can't get it from you. If you don't have bottles of water and people need to drink water, you cannot give them what you don't have. And she doesn't have it. So you guys are asking her to do certain things that she's not capable of doing because she doesn't have it. You got to have it to give it. It's overwhelming for her. I don't know if you guys noticed. I did another video on that about Kamala, the way she looked at that interview, that sit-down interview that she came with Tim Walz as well. The very most recent interview, she looked really tired. I actually felt concerned for her. She looked tired. She looked like she had aged. And she wasn't very relaxed. I mean, I can kind of understand first time she's doing it, but hey, that's the nature of the beast. You want to be the president of a country. It's not a trial and error. You got to have some substance, and she didn't look like she's got it. And so asking her to give you something or requesting of her to give you something that she doesn't have is not going to happen. No matter how much you yell, No matter how much you ask, no matter how many times you ask, you're not going to get it. She is who she is, and that's her comfort zone. She's not capable of doing that.
When you know the world is transfixed on you as the potential next president of the United States, and we're looking to see what you do, you show up with Tim Walz by your side? Really? Really? You know we were looking for you. You know we wanted to hear from you.
Of course.
No disrespect to him whatsoever. But ain't nobody, how many times you gonna hear that he's a school teacher and a former coach?
You guys, just let me know. This is another observation that I made in my prior video as well. And I just wanted to bring it up here again. When you look at these two candidates, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, for me, when I look at them both, he looks more like the one going in for the president, and she's the vice here, right? When I look at them both, to me, he looks like the one who's got the presidential nominee for the Democratic Party, and she's the VP pick. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see that confidence in her. I mean, no jab at anybody. It's just an observation. And you tell me if you feel otherwise.
That he gets you. How many times? We know this already. We got it. You want to talk to us about the state of affairs in Minnesota? You want to talk to us about it being one of the highest tax states in the republic? You want to talk to us about whatever crime is going on there?
Hello.
What your positions were during the riots, et cetera, et cetera. I'm down with you. I got it. But there's millions of people who disagree. If you want to go that route, no. Nobody cared. You know why? They want to hear from her. And why do they want to hear from her? Because when she was the vice president, you never heard from her.
There you go.
And she was getting blamed for stuff that she may not have deserved to get blamed for. Well, what is it? We're blaming you for flip-flopping on fracking. Is it true? Are you? Healthcare. Has your position flip-flopped on that? Or is it the same? They're talking about, you got surrogates out there talking about, now you willing to support building a wall after you spoke against it. You know, is that true?
There you go.
Is it? These are legitimate questions is all I'm saying. I'm not castigating her. I'm not casting convictions upon her or anything like that. I'm saying we want to hear from her.
Yep.
I don't give a damn about hearing from Tim Walz right now. He's a vice president nominee. We got it. We understand.
That's right.
We ain't trying to hear from him, no. We want to hear from her.
There you go. I will put the link up for Stephen A. Smith, the entire video. It's actually way longer than what we just saw now, but I'll put the link up there if you want to see the entire video. But that was the part that I just wanted to hone in on and just hammer on. And you can tell, you pretty much get the message. Stephen A. Smith is not happy with Kamala Harris's strategy on how she's putting her campaign and trying to reach out to the people and telling people what she's capable of, what she's going to do. And whatever she might have said that she's going to do, it's not, satisfying to people. People are not buying it, really. We're going to look into, you can't be looking into trying to make things, but you have to come out to people and say, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Not, we're going to look into that's a vocabulary of someone who doesn't know what they're doing. But again, hey, this is Stephen A. Smith. Very objective most of the time. So I listened to him just for that. At least I knew I could get some element of truth and objectivity. Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about this. Again, I'll put the link for the full video so you can see it. Thanks for stopping by again. Hey, I'll be coming back with more pieces. You know how we like to wrap this up. We just like to remind ourselves that we always remember that we got one life with many seasons. So let's make the best of it. Keep smiling. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. You take care now. Bye-bye.